to use guns for hire. They get to go out into Hope, Montana. They get to experience all the stuff that we want to be able to put into the Anecdote Factory. And it's awesome to see.
It's very cool. I played it myself, and the demo starts with a choice of 3 of the guns for hire you can have. Talk us through each one.
So you've got 3 right from the beginning, and we've got Nick, and Nick is kind of like this death from above guns for hire, right? He's a crop duster by trade. He's got this plane that he's outfitted with the ability to strafe and to be able to drop bombs, and he's just a hell of a lot of fun to play with. Or you can choose Grace, and Grace is super tough, super accurate with the sniper rifle. She's great sort of from up above in the water tower. She's super quiet, so if you want to play stealth, that's how you do it. But once she unleashes, she brings the thunder. It's all kinds of trouble. And then finally you got Boomer, which is a fan favorite. Everybody's loving Boomer. It's your dog, your pet, your best friend. And what's cool about Boomer is if you want to be able to go out and play maybe with a little bit more of intention of being stealthy, you can go and actually mark everybody and then choose which one you want Boomer to take.
And there are definitely moments where I sort of was like, all right, there's 2 guys coming from around this truck. Boomer, you go there, I'll go here. Boom.
Yep, it works. I mean, that's the thing that we wanted. And the guns for hire are there for you to use the way you want and kind of attack the whole game from 360 degrees. Did you get in the Widowmaker? Did you get in the big truck?
Is that the name?
Yeah.
Oh, the Widowmaker. Yeah, with
the big truck with the eagle on the side and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
So you hop inside, you get inside this big rig, and you go off. And if you got a guns for hire with you, they're either on the ground running with you, they're getting in a car themselves, they're beside you in the seat. And as you go out into the world, what we wanted was the feeling that the cult was putting pressure on the world, that you could see it, that there's going to be moments of cult interactions out in the world, and you can basically take that. If you want to go off-road, you can. If you want to be able to stay on the road, you can. If you want to go hunt off to the side, you can. And then when you finally get to Nick's, you realize here's another person like you who's being pushed back by the cult. He's being basically pushed at, and you can liberate him, make sure that he's safe, and then he turns to you and says, hey, listen, thanks, partner. Listen, my plane's not too far away. If you got a moment, go take the plane, do some damage with it, and try some death from above.
Let's get into some trouble.
Yeah, let's do it. If you do enough damage, if you push too hard, they call down the Chosen. And the Chosen are going to show up. They're going to be tough. They're going to be very tough to beat. They're going to give you a real challenge. And they're going to force you or push you or encourage you to try and play the game a different way.
It's a beautiful place to spend some time, get into some mayhem.
Yes.
Exciting to see Far Cry 5 here at E3, and it's coming out next year.
Yep.
What's the date?
February 27th, 2018. Be there.
Advance! Cover me! Let's go! Hit the dirt! Move it, soldiers! Build that bridge!
Play the private beta first on PS4.
PlayStation Peggy 18.
What really puts machine guns on the map is that whilst we're making really strong narrative games, we give enough room to have the proper gameplay experience.
So if you look at it from a scientific point of view, it's a fantasy, it's not real life. But from an emotional point of view, we want it to feel real. We want you to feel like you're there.
Nazis work really well because we can all agree that they're bad guys. You don't mind wiping them out.
I mean, who doesn't want to kill Nazis?
Let me first make it absolutely clear that I am not a Nazi.
The Nazis have really expanded when it comes to research with the technology. So you will see old versions coming back but improved with new technology, but you also see completely new enemies.
We have bumped them up a bit. They are a little bit bigger, more intimidating, more fun to kill, I hope.
If you're up for the challenge, you can definitely bring up your biggest guns and try and take them head on. If you're good, it might work. On the other hand, if you want to be more clever, maybe you want to find a vantage point, bring up a weapon that you attach a scope on, and maybe even a silencer, and start taking them out from afar. You go down, you start sneaking, start taking them out with melee moves in a more precise manner. With stealth in Wolfenstein, it's not about avoiding contact or avoid killing, it's about how to kill them silently, how to take them out one by one. If it goes wrong, you can still just bring up 2 weapons and clear the room.
Each combat scenario has 1 or 2 commanders, and those are the important targets. What we're doing now for New Colossus is to make sure that the commanders can call for reinforcement several times.
I think the coolest thing we've done is that you can now dual wield freely. You can mix the weapons any way you want with left and right hand. I enjoy having like a precise silent weapon in one hand and then like my backup if shit breaks loose. This is my go-to, so I don't have to start switching weapon during combat. But you can also see people going with 1 long range and 1 close range. You know, you walk around the corner, you have your close range weapon ready. And some people just want 2 shotguns.
We are introducing a hatchet. That gives us a lot of opportunities to make the takedowns a little bit more excessive. There's a lot of things you can do with a hatchet and a Nazi.
No matter how crazy things get, you're always emotionally invested in what you're doing.
We don't want the player to just play B.J. Blazkowicz. We want the player to feel like they actually are B.J. Blazkowicz.
For this game, our theme was catharsis. So at the end of it, I think you will be ready to go out on the streets and start a revolution.
World premiere.
there's a bunch of other players all trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, these are like these are like magnets for other players. Other players are searching for the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Good. So if you don't play carefully and watch out here and do some teamwork, you might be in shit.
Oh, so this is like the goal.
Yeah.
So this is the first clue to the boss, right?
Okay.
So as you see now, I'm gonna make a connection
to the pit of hell.
Yeah, I do. And obviously, I'm seeing through the target's eyes, right?
We've actually had situations where players have done this, and we've seen other teams
fighting.
to get.
Oh, dude, I just figured out what that was.
Yeah,
oh my God!
It's an arachnid.
Yeah.
You might see him a little bit more later.
And this is also like, so we're jumping a bit here, right? So we took the third clue here.
Okay.
And in classic survival game scenario, right? You have already spent some ammo. You want to go maybe to a supply point, right?
Yeah.
But as always, they're in the shitty spot. So it's again high risk, high reward gameplay. Should I go there or not? Because people might snipe me as I go there, right?
Right. So you're not just searching for the beast, the monsters, and stuff like
you're
that.
gearing up to your advantage, right?
Yeah, but you're defending against other players.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in this case, I send in my body first, right? So
go get a meat shield.
It's always the Brit goes in first.
Is this you guys actually playing?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
That's really
So
like,
he could legit send you in, then he dies permadeath. You live and you keep all your stuff.
we have a reviving mechanic, right? So we really want to keep you playing together here.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So, but if you revive, they lose a health chunk.
Okay.
And if you revive again, then well, you're in shit, basically.
Okay.
So here so basically this game is a very social game. So what you don't hearing here is the commentary, right?
Right.
It's like me and him constantly chatting what we're hearing and stuff. And if he gets scared, I get scared, and I get jumpy, right? That's the part, right?
And obviously the VoIP and stuff in game is going to be positional. It's 3D as well, so you can obviously.
Nice.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
So if you pay attention there, there's like a PvP battle going on beneath us because everybody is kind of going now to where the target location is. We have nothing really to gain from going there, right? Like we can shoot them, but they don't have the bounty yet.
Right.
So we're gonna go in first.
Yeah, what you're actually going to see for the next two kind of shots here is two of our special AI. The first one we're going to see just coming up here will be the Hive. These, by the way, are dogs. If you go close to them, they're going to start barking. Other players are going to hear you. They're going to attract AI
other
to
players,
you.
like the map should speak to you, right?
Right.
The map, and I can play chess kind of. Where are the other guys? Where should I go?
No, and that's
This is a crazy.
That's crazy.
She just wants to give you a big nasty hug.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw in the opening 5
she's
minutes.
full of bugs.
Yeah. So she's a long-range enemy with like swarm bursting out of her chest.
Oh my God, you're terrible people.
And this is classic, like you're bleeding, you need bandages, all that stuff, right?
Yeah, that's something I was going to ask you about the healing items. Like, probably like they take time.
Yeah. I mean, you're basically defining your class as
Here comes another bad boy. He's called a meathead because he doesn't have any head. Like,
yeah, he's using basically leeches on the ground as a way of seeing and hearing and understanding what's going on. So we went too close to them. They got triggered, and he's now.
Okay.
Yeah, so our game starts really stealthy because you don't want to be known, your position.
Right.
But sometimes you just have to bomb your way through, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, if that guy sees you, it's.
Yeah, this is like hotspots of actions.
Yeah.
The lighting's outstanding in this game.
It's all about the mystery and the darkness and the unknown.
Yeah.
And obviously,
now, sorry.
So here we are. This is the boss fight.
Okay.
It's a human mixed with a spider. He climbs on walls and roofs. You need to be sure to be fast here because there could be another team coming in fighting him at the same time, right?
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. So our game is very dynamic. It's like if you and me were playing it, right, and we hear these guys playing it, we might as well just wait for them to do it, and then we go in for the kill in the end, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like you let them take the brunt.
Yeah.
It's a perfectly legitimate strategy for players to go in and try to hunt another team.
At this point, I'm being jumped. He just jump attacks and everything, right? And you see him one time, then he's gone the other.
Yeah. That is a super quick spider.
Yeah. So at this point now, we have killed him. In order to get the bounty, we need to banish him to hell.
Now I understand, kind of like I'm getting more and more like you guys are bounty hunters. You want to banish these guys and you get paid.
Exactly that.
And when we do, there's a burning spot on the map opens up. Like every player in the whole map now sees where this is. This is why it's called Hunt Showdown. Bam, right? Everybody gonna go there. Everybody gonna duke it out.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's like actually really cool.
So the other interesting thing about that is it's, like I mentioned before, is it's a legitimate strategy for other players to just ignore the clues, ignore the target, and hunt the other teams who are hunting the target.
Yeah.
You can stalk another series of hunters going out there.
As you see in the left corner up there, there's like a little timer ticking, so everybody kind of have time to get there.
Oh, okay.
Here I'm being
badly
slapped. Right? So here's where we have like the revive mechanic, right? Like I died, he can revive me, but I lose a health chunk, right?
Right. Okay.
So basically, for us, since we got there first, this is a defensive mission at this point, right?
Yeah.
And all the threats we had coming in are now perfect for us because we will hear dogs barking if the players coming too close to them. So we can all again like listening to the environment and use it to your advantage, right?
That's actually something I wanted to touch on as far as the sound design goes. Like, I love it when you actually have to use your ears as a part of the game.
Yeah, exactly. So we call like reckless players or dead players, man.
Yeah.
Now this is towards this is towards the end. So we have the bounty. We try to shoot ourselves out of this compound.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like when you get the bounty, if they kill you, do they get it?
They get it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And again, you have that dark vision, so I can locate that bounty, right?
What you're about to see here, by the way, in just 1 second, he's going to throw what we call the concertina bomb. So this is basically an area denial.
It's like a barbed wire bomb.
That you have, right? It kind of denies you from going across the bridge, and it can fill up rooms and other stuff like that.
And then our goal is to get to the exit point, and then you're going to get cash, unlocks, and everything like this. Now, if somebody's scared of permadeath, the whole thing with our game is like, yeah, you die, but everything you unlock saves in the bloodline.